Have you ever looked at your favorite cotton shirt, your neon highlighter pen, or that bottle of mustard on your kitchen table and wondered where it all begins? Every thread, every stroke of color, every drop of tangy sauce has a story that starts long before it reaches your hands. From the vast cotton fields of Texas to the high-tech pen factories and the golden mustard farms that stretch across the American Midwest, the journey behind these everyday essentials is a fascinating dance of nature, science, and human innovation. Let's pull back the curtain and step inside this world of quiet miracles, where ancient craftsmanship meets modern automation. Across the endless plains of Texas, the landscape looks like a white ocean. Miles and miles of cotton plants stretch toward the horizon, their fluffy white bowls glimmering under the sun. Months earlier, these fields were a sea of green, and now each plant stands waist-high, heavy with the crop farmers have patiently waited for. This is harvest season, a moment of triumph that once came with unimaginable hardship. Decades ago, cotton picking was grueling work, done entirely by hand. Every single boll had to be plucked manually, one at a time. A skilled worker might manage 150 pounds of cotton in a day, but the job left them exhausted, sunburned, and aching from dawn to dusk. Today, that same job takes just hours thanks to powerful modern harvesters. These massive machines move across the fields like mechanical beasts, their rotating spindles plucking cotton with the delicacy of human fingers yet the speed of an engine. The real marvel, though, happens behind the scenes. A continuous round baling system that compresses and wraps the cotton into enormous yellow bales right on the spot. It's a sight to behold, fluffy white clouds transforming into neatly wrapped cylinders of pure fiber. But the journey is only beginning. The cotton may be picked, but in its raw form, it's far too loose and airy to transport efficiently. Imagine trying to stuff a truck full of snow. That's what unprocessed cotton would be like. That's where the ginning process comes in. The ginning stage is where technology meets tradition. Modern gins are enormous structures, several stories tall, capable of separating seeds and fibers at astonishing speed. Inside, the raw cotton is cleaned, dried, and sent through a series of rollers and combs that remove unwanted materials from the field, dirt, stems, and leaves. Before Eli Whitney's revolutionary gin appeared in 1793, workers had to pluck sticky seeds from cotton by hand, one painstaking piece at a time. Now, in just a few minutes, massive ginning machines can process what once took an entire day of human labor. Once the seeds are removed, the cotton fibers are ready to become something beautiful. They're fed into combing and carding machines that align and stretch the fibers into long, smooth slivers. Thousands of tiny metal teeth work in unison, combing and refining until the fibers are silky and uniform. Then they're twisted into strong yarn on high-speed spindles, ready to be woven into fabric. The type of weave determines the final texture and use. Plain weaves for crisp shirts and bed sheets, twills for durable denim, and knits for soft, flexible t-shirts. Before reaching store shelves, the fabric is often softened, bleached, or dyed. Enzyme treatments break down stiff fibers, creating that luxurious smoothness you feel when slipping on a new cotton tee. Watching these rolls of fabric emerge from the dye baths is mesmerizing, a river of color flowing endlessly through the machines that clothe the world. While cotton keeps us comfortable, another invention helps us stay focused: the highlighter pen. You might not think about it, but every bright streak of yellow or pink that brings life to your notes is the result of an incredibly precise manufacturing process. In giant pen factories, machines hum in perfect rhythm as they shape barrels and caps from molten polypropylene, a tough, flexible plastic chosen for its durability and light weight. The plastic is injected into molds that form the familiar shapes we hold every day. Once cooled, the pieces pop out, smooth and perfectly formed, ready to become part of something colorful and practical. Inside, a porous reservoir, often a spongy material, soaks up fluorescent ink like a sponge in water. This ink is no ordinary liquid. It's a carefully crafted mixture of fluorescent dyes, water, and glycol. The glycol keeps the ink flowing smoothly and evenly through the nib, ensuring that every line glides effortlessly across the page. The nib itself is made from a porous fiber that allows just the right amount of ink to pass through, so the color stays bright without smudging or bleeding. The precision here is mind-blowing. Hundreds of highlighters are assembled in minutes, each identical in performance and shade. When you slide that highlighter across a textbook or report, it feels like second nature, but behind that simple motion lies an entire chain of engineering genius. Machines carefully press the nib into place, seal the ink reservoir inside, and attach the caps with automated accuracy. The triangular models you often see aren't just stylish. Their design prevents rolling and gives users a comfortable grip for long study sessions. Whether you're a college student preparing for finals or a professional marking up reports, highlighters have become indispensable tools. Over the years, their designs have evolved, colors have multiplied, and the ink has improved, but the goal remains the same: to make important ideas stand out. It's proof that even something as small as a pen can embody a perfect blend of science, creativity, and purpose. And then there's mustard, a condiment that's been around longer than written history, spicing up food for thousands of years. Picture this. In 1922, when archaeologists unsealed King Tutankhamun's tomb in Egypt, they found mustard seeds among the treasures. Those tiny seeds were considered precious enough to be buried with royalty, not just for flavor but for their believed healing powers. Ancient civilizations used mustard as both food and medicine, believing it could treat everything from toothaches to snake bites. And incredibly, those ancient seeds, if planted today, could still sprout into life. Fast forward to the present, and mustard is still one of the most popular condiments in the world. But growing and harvesting mustard isn't as simple as scattering seeds and waiting. Farmers call it the golden window, a narrow 48-hour period when the seeds must be harvested to achieve the perfect balance of moisture and flavor. Miss that window and the pods might shatter, spilling their seeds before they can be collected. It's a delicate dance between nature and timing, one that generations of farmers have perfected through centuries of observation and experience. Mustard thrives in cool weather, making early spring and late fall the best seasons for planting. It's a tough little crop, capable of surviving frost, drought, and poor soil, which makes it a favorite in regions where other plants struggle. But as hardy as it is, mustard demands precision. Too much heat and it bolts, flowering prematurely, which weakens the yield. In the final weeks before harvest, farmers often hold back water, a trick that boosts the spice level by concentrating the plant's natural compounds. When the time is right, massive harvesters roll across the fields, their rotating reels pulling in plants while internal threshers crush the dry pods, freeing the tiny brown and yellow seeds. What's left, the stems, leaves, and husks, get scattered back onto the soil, enriching it as natural compost. Once harvested, the seeds head to processing plants where they're cleaned, sorted, and sometimes lightly roasted to intensify flavor. The seeds are then ground and mixed with vinegar, water, and spices to create that tangy sauce we all recognize. Depending on how finely the seeds are ground and how much liquid is added, you get different kinds of mustard, from smooth yellow to spicy Dijon. If you've ever accidentally squeezed too hard and launched a stream of mustard across your plate, you're not alone. That funny little mishap happens because the liquid tends to separate from the thicker paste, creating that first watery squirt everyone knows too well. It's amazing how these simple things, cotton, highlighters, mustard, connect us across time and culture. Cotton once powered the Industrial Revolution and continues to clothe billions. Highlighters symbolize our thirst for learning and efficiency in a modern world driven by information. Mustard, one of humanity's oldest condiments, remains a bridge from ancient traditions to contemporary cuisine. Each product tells a story of how human ingenuity has transformed everyday materials into tools that shape our lives in ways we rarely stop to notice. Have you ever wondered what really goes on behind the scenes of the foods and products we love, like the mustard on your hot dog, the lavender scent in your soap, or even the grilled eel served at a fancy sushi bar? You might think these things come from simple, straightforward processes, but the truth is, every one of them hides a world of science, precision, and craftsmanship. From farms buzzing with life to factories filled with the hum of machines, every drop of oil, every seed, and every delicacy you see on your plate has a story that began long before it reached your hands. Today we're diving deep into three such worlds: the incredible transformation of mustard seeds into creamy mustard, the mesmerizing journey of lavender flowers into fragrant oil, and the dramatic life cycle of eels that ends in one of the most prized delicacies in the world. As soon as mustard seeds pass the first round of inspection, they enter a high-speed cleaning process that would surprise anyone seeing it for the first time. Specialized screens and air channels work together like a finely tuned orchestra, separating tiny stones, dust, and stray wheat kernels from the valuable seeds. Every grain is treated like gold here because purity directly determines flavor. But not all mustard seeds are the same. To achieve that perfect balance of heat and smoothness, producers blend yellow and black mustard seeds in precise ratios. Yellow mustard seeds are known for their mild taste and subtle tang, while black mustard seeds are the real fire starters, containing compounds that burst into heat once crushed and mixed with liquid. It's the same compound that gives wasabi that instant, nose-tingling kick. Together, these seeds create the signature sharp yet creamy flavor that defines good mustard. After cleaning, the seeds are crushed and mixed into a smooth paste that develops its bold aroma as the enzymes react. The mixture rests to let the flavors mature before being pumped into massive stainless steel tanks, where it's carefully stored before bottling. But bottling mustard is no easy task. It might look simple, but the challenge lies in filling thousands of bottles, jars, and tiny packets without air bubbles or spills. In mustard tube packaging, the process becomes even trickier. Unlike bottles that are filled from the top, tubes require reverse filling, and a single trapped air bubble could lead to an explosive squirt the moment someone squeezes the tube. Every step is carefully monitored to ensure consistency, safety, and that signature texture Americans love on burgers, sandwiches, and hot dogs across the nation. From the bold aroma of mustard, we now drift into something far more serene, the endless lavender fields stretching across sunlit valleys. The sight of lavender swaying in the breeze feels almost otherworldly, but beyond its beauty lies an intricate agricultural art form. Lavender thrives best in areas that balance sunshine and well-drained soil, like the famous Provence region in France or Bulgaria's lavender farms. But even in these ideal conditions, lavender farming demands constant care. Weeds can easily choke the delicate plants, so farmers use organic mulching to block them while retaining soil moisture. Each field looks like a purple ocean, its gentle fragrance wrapping around you like a natural perfume. The timing of the harvest plays a vital role in how potent the lavender oil will be. Farmers often harvest early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the sun is soft, because this is when the essential oil concentration in the flowers reaches its peak. Once harvested, time becomes the enemy. Fresh lavender flowers lose their aroma quickly, so they must be processed almost immediately. The preferred method is steam distillation, a process where steam passes through the flowers, causing them to release their precious oils. The vapor then travels through cooling coils, condensing into two layers: pure lavender essential oil floating on top, and lavender hydrosol or floral water beneath. Every drop of oil is precious, representing the concentrated essence of thousands of blossoms. In top-quality facilities, the oil undergoes strict filtration and quality testing. Each batch is checked for purity, aroma, and chemical composition to ensure it's gentle enough for the skin and strong enough to retain its therapeutic scent. From there, automated filling machines take over, bottling the oil with surgical precision. The design is sleek, minimal, and elegant, perfect for a product used in everything from luxury skincare to aromatherapy diffusers and even culinary flavorings. Interestingly, factories don't let anything go to waste. The leftover lavender mass still contains nutrients, so it's repurposed as natural fertilizer to enrich the soil for future crops. The journey of lavender doesn't end with oil. It finds its way into lavender soaps, where its calming aroma pairs beautifully with moisturizing glycerin to create a bar that's both soothing and luxurious. Even lavender tea has found its place in modern homes, brewed from carefully separated flower heads. Watching these blossoms rain down in soft purple clouds during the threshing process feels like watching nature's magic unfold in slow motion, a delicate transformation from field to fragrance, from bloom to bottle. Now, from the peaceful lavender farms, let's dive deep, literally, into the mysterious world of eels. These slippery, shimmering creatures live a life that's equal parts mystery and wonder. Eels travel thousands of miles from rivers and lakes to the deep ocean to spawn, guided by instinct to a specific place in the Atlantic called the Sargasso Sea. This vast area provides the perfect conditions for their eggs to develop into transparent larvae. What's fascinating is that freshwater isn't suitable for their reproduction at all. Over millions of years, eels have evolved to depend on this very specific marine environment for spawning, and once they complete this epic journey, their life comes to an end. After laying their eggs, the adult eels die silently in the ocean depths, completing a cycle that's both tragic and poetic. From these eggs emerge new glass eels, tiny transparent creatures that drift with the currents before migrating back to freshwater rivers and lakes. Their transparency is more than just a visual wonder. It's nature's built-in camouflage, helping them stay invisible to predators. As they mature, they slowly develop pigment and gain that classic silvery brown look. Because of high demand, especially in Japan where eel, onagi, is a beloved delicacy, many young eels are collected and raised in farms. These farms recreate natural conditions using clean, oxygen-rich ponds or tanks. Farmers feed them a special nutrient-packed dough mixture designed to hold together underwater and provide maximum nutrition. The feed's consistency ensures it doesn't dissolve too quickly, giving the eels time to nibble through their small mouths and absorb nutrients for healthy growth. The global eel market is massive, producing around 300,000 to 350,000 tons each year. Japan alone consumes about 70% of this production, especially during the summer grilling season when eel dishes symbolize stamina and vitality. Once the farmed eels reach market size, they are carefully processed. Typically, they are placed in cold water to render them unconscious before cleaning. Like fish, the eels are sliced lengthwise and placed skin side up on conveyor belts that lead into specialized ovens. Controlled heat softens the skin, making it easier to peel. Skilled workers, using simple tools and swift precision, remove the skin by hand, an art passed down through generations. Next comes the most mouth-watering stage, frying. Large industrial fryers filled with hot oil cook the eel slices at the perfect temperature, locking in flavor while creating a crispy golden surface. The aroma that fills the air is irresistible, a savory scent that hints at the delicate texture waiting inside. After frying, the eels pass through air blowers that remove excess oil, leaving them light yet rich in flavor. Each piece that emerges is a perfect balance of crispness and tenderness, a result of centuries of culinary refinement and modern food engineering. From mustard seeds to lavender fields, from rivers to oceans, what ties all these stories together is the extraordinary human effort to harness nature's gifts with precision, patience, and care. Whether it's a factory worker monitoring a bottling machine or a farmer checking the moisture of the soil, each plays a part in delivering the comfort, flavor, and fragrance we enjoy daily. The next time you squeeze mustard on your sandwich, lather your hands with lavender soap, or taste a piece of grilled eel, take a moment to think about the incredible journey behind it. Nature provides the raw beauty, but it's human ingenuity that transforms it into something extraordinary.